I really just feel like my life should be like a live stream because the things that I say sometimes, and I realize that I'm not even recording. it's it's crazy. What's up, you guys? This is Chris here. It is the end of 2017. Well, pretty much it's the 27th now. We just have basically about a week left, and so I have on my way home, as I've been thinking, I've been having some revelations. I've also been having this idea over the past uh, week. No, it's been longer than a week. I've kind of always lived with this mindset. It's just been more prominent in the past week, mainly because the way that I want to live life is very different from the way that a lot of other people want to live life. And I kind of always grew up this way too. And I always felt like um, I used to be more of a living on the edge kind of person, and more so in the past. It was honestly, I know this sounds funny, but honestly, in the rebellious sense. But it's gone more away from that and more into this soulful kind of idea, spiritual kind of idea, and I'm all about experience. Honestly, I live mainly in the present moment, which is ideal for myself. But I've realized something about myself that I have to adjust properly to live the best life for myself, and that is taking chances and risks. Because I've once heard Jim Carrey say, and he said this a long time ago in an interview, and I completely agree with this. He talks about how to live life, he can't be here and have his soul be on a completely different plane. And he goes then to say it's always worth losing to me. And I feel honestly the same exact way. But I don't look at it as loss. I look at it as gain because it's an experience. It's a learning lesson. And to sum up that idea, what I want to say is that I've always believed in taking risks and taking chances and just learning something from it, whether it be something that the mind would even label as negative, because in that sense you learn from that. It's all about learning. It's all about the experience, and that's what I appreciate about it. So, with that said, I want to move into 2018 with a mindset of risk taking and chance taking, and it's not even it's not even about saying to the people around me, listen, this is the way I'm going to live life. Sorry if you disagree with it. It's not even about that. It's really about me saying to myself, dude, if you want to experience the best, if you want to get the best out of life, this is how you've got to live life. Honestly. And I kind of grew up living that way. But now it's moved more into the soul slash spirit experience kind of way. And I think that it's important to live that way because you learn so much in that kind of way of living. With that being said, I personally believe that it's the masters of reality that live that way. And the masters of reality are the ones that take these chances, that take these risks, that know that the risks that they're taking or the chance that they're taking will massively benefit their life in a positive way. And it's about the learning experience as well. What we learn from this kind of stuff, we carry throughout our life in a knowledgeable kind of way. And not only knowledgeable, but like I said before, experience. Experience is one of the most important things, most profound things out there. And being present is one of the most important parts of experience, because when you're present, you experience everything as a whole. But to stay on topic right now with risk and chance, I was thinking about how I've been thinking about what it is that I should invest my money in, and it's been on my mind for quite a few days now. I understand that I have expenses. There are things that I'd like to invest money in. A new keyboard, piano, obviously, for making music, and practicing music, of course. I've wanted a drone for a long time. I've wanted a microphone for my camera. And while many people would say, this isn't to get into what it is that would, implement into my life, but I want to get to the idea of what it is that most people would say. They would say, save your money. They would say, why don't you invest your money where it's more important. And to be quite honest with you, what is more important than what's happening right now? Than the idea that's creating right now. There really is nothing more important because we're not promised these future events. We're really not. And I understand that. And therefore, I really want to live fully now. I really want to embrace the fact that I can take chances and I can take risks, and that it will amount to something really great. It will amount to an extremely awesome experience, a learning experience, and that's what's important to me, honestly. I'm gonna read something from a note that I actually made after meditating the other night because I think that it's important, honestly. Um, I've been thinking a lot about the idea of resolutions because since 2017 has been such an incredible year for me, transformative wise, revelation wise, realization wise, just all around fantastic. I was meditating the other night, and immediately after I finished my meditation, I was in complete bliss. And then this idea came into mind, even though I was being present and everything. And so the idea, well, the uh, the note that I wrote was, the truth is, if you want to see real change in your life, you've got to want it bad enough to make it a reality. Now, see this. I'm gonna read through this first just to get this out of the way. Well, not get it out of the way, but basically perform this to you so that you guys can all understand what it is that I'm saying here. So after that, it says, you've got to be open to new things that will take you far outside of your comfort zone. And a lot of people are very stuck inside of their comfort zone. I was for a very long time. Then it goes to say, you need to be well past sick to death of the way you've been living. Now, my girlfriend, I read this to her, and she was like, well, that doesn't really sound quite right. And I was like, you know what, because of what I've been through, and I know that a lot of people are going through what I've been through and everything, it completely makes sense. And I understand that those people, when they read it, they'll interpret it as pretty much the same way. So I'm really not that worried about that. You need to be willing to break yourself apart and micromanage from the bottom up. This is truth, because when people want to make life change, they think that they've got to change this, change this here, change that there. It's literally about looking at the foundation, about looking at the core, breaking it apart, looking at it piece by piece, and making the necessary changes. Literally, in a microscopic way. Honestly, that's where real change comes from. You need to be willing to take risks and chances that scare you. This is literally what I was just talking about. Risks and chances that scare you. If you want to live an extraordinary life, you have to take chances and risks. Not only chances and risks, but you've got to do things that scare the heck out of you. And this is where the true value of experience comes from. This is where the true value of life comes from. And a lot of people would say, dude, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely absurd. Why would anybody ever do that? Because most people are scared to live, honestly. And when I say live, I don't mean the kind of life that you're living, just the ordinary life. I'm talking about living extraordinary. Creating experiences that will resonate for the rest of your life. And have experience to look back on. And just really reflect positively on. It's the way it works. So, the next part is, this one's very profound. But most importantly, you need to trust yourself. And there are words that follow with this too. You need to trust yourself, because when you learn to trust yourself, you will live in unshakable reality. This is where the real transformation begins. Hope you took notes. I wrote that and I was like, wow, this is literally life-changing. And this is a method that if many people reflect on, if I reflect on myself, I know for a fact that I'll be going back to this. Anytime that the idea of anything being difficult, even as it is an excuse, I will go back and I'll be like, listen, dude, like, this is what's happening. Like, this is what you wanted, And I don't live by excuses at all. I live in the present. I live in the idea that anything is possible. Anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what age you are. Nothing. You can do anything you want to in life. It's just the truth. They're literally, I almost drew a blank there. It's literally the truth. You can do anything you want to. There is nothing stopping you from doing anything you want to. You have the ability to achieve great things, to achieve greatness, to be at peace with yourself, to love others, to be in the present moment 100%. It's true. Thanks for watching. I wanted to put this video together before I head into work, and I hope you're all doing well. It was just Christmas. It's almost the new year, and I would love to hear of any New Year's resolutions. I almost drew a blank there again. Comment down below. Tell me about your life. Tell me about your New Year's resolutions. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you want to see more. There is plenty more to come. I've got ideas coming all the time. And I'm a heartful person, a soulful person. We are all spiritual beings. We're all in this together. There is no you against me. We're all creating this experience together. Much love to everyone. Thanks for watching. Peace.